My name is Jenny Rossander, and I am a multi-artist specializing in music. I am at Sonic Days 2025 to have a keynote about creativity, composition, and music scoring for film. And also I will be doing a talk together with sound designer Katrine Ledoux about the film The Second Victim that I scored. At this point, I am a film composer, a radio host, a DJ, a published novelist, a writer. I have directed 2 short films, and I have released 5 albums, toured all over the world, and played in several things. So I am what you would pretentiously call a multi-artist. I am autodidact, so I taught myself everything. I tried to get into the music conservatory when I was 17, and they rejected me very brutally. Told me, forget, you can't sing. And I am very lucky, I think, for that, because I got so pissed that I decided to carve my own way and learn things off YouTube and ask questions and make mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes, did a lot of things in very weird ways. I think it was 3 years before I learned how to properly use a compressor. So I think I'm born with a very stubborn personality. So if I want to learn something, I will learn it. And that has kind of become who I am as an artist. And now I am so lucky to be working with amazing people and to be kind of at the center of what I see as kind of a renaissance of creativity in Copenhagen right now, with a lot of people doing amazing art in different art forms and collaborating across medias, which I'm very lucky to be a part of. I am always very, very excited to talk to the kinds of people that are in these spaces, as you have here on Sonic Days, because I feel there are so many things I would have wished someone had told me. And that's not about kind of technical stuff. I don't dive into that. I know there are people who are way better at explaining those things. I've had a brief moment in my talk where I said, you can use the tricks, and then I just listed effects like compression, reverb, tuning, editing, all the stuff we all know. So that's not what I try to focus on. I try to focus on kind of the mentality of it, and trying to get people to understand that there is no kind of golden solution, and it's not that hard. You just have to try. And also talking a lot about how I mess up and the mistakes I make, and how the last film, the really amazing film that I scored, the first try I did was horrible because I completely misunderstood the film. And I like to talk about that because I want to make it more accessible and less scary to do what I do. Of course, it is easier to do being I have many awards on my shelves. So it is kind of an easier thing to go up and say, oh, I'm imperfect, but I've won a lot of awards saying that I'm pretty perfect. So I get why some people, especially when they've just started in the industry, feel kind of very shy to show their mistakes off. And also kind of getting very kind of like, oh, I know what I'm doing, and yes, and I have a technique, and it's very complicated. You wouldn't understand. I completely get that, and I probably have been like that in the past, and now I'm at a point where I have the privilege of being quite successful, and I think that it just makes so much sense to me to, from that stage, to say, it's all good, you'll get there, you'll make mistakes, you'll fuck up, I still fuck up. It's all fun and games, and it's still the most amazing thing ever. It's a privilege to be in an industry where everybody cares. To be like, when I was talking about the dance piece, It's So Cute I'm Gonna Die, which is a very peculiar and beautiful piece that won the best dance piece last year at the Rossander Awards. we won, like a very kind of underground dance piece won over the Royal Ballet, which was unique. And everybody involved in that piece just loved the shit out of it. It was just, we would have meetings, we're like, oh my God, it's so cute. It was about cuteness and kind of an exploration of cuteness and horror. We got nails done together, you know. It was like there was such a passion, like the light engineer, the costumes, like every single part of that was made by someone who just loved to be there. And that, I think, it is such a privilege, and being in that, it is like Alice in Wonderland. You're suddenly in a world where everybody loves what they're doing, and that, I think, that's the privilege. And I think I'm so lucky to have directed a bit, and I did a short fiction of 12 minutes, and we were in a studio not unlike this, a bit bigger, and we had a whole setup. We spent days kind of building this very elaborate set, and I had an amazing light engineer, and I had amazing cinematographer, Philip Jørgensen, and everyone was just kind of building up to my vision. And that moment where the actress was ready, lights had been set, they spent hours and hours finding the light that we all wanted, and there was fog in the air because we had fogged up the whole room, and everyone turns to me and goes, we're ready. And that kind of moment of quietness, and then now, okay, I have to say, action. And then you have a whole room of people putting all of their soul and all of their creativity and all of their mind into one thing. That I will never forget that moment of saying that word and realizing right now they're all giving me what I love to give other people. At my talk today, there were amazing people. I could tell I am very kind of attuned to people's faces as a performer. So there was a very good vibe in the room. And I had some very good questions from the audience. And it's so nice to talk to geeks in the sense that I can throw out very geeky things and they will instantly grab it and know what I'm talking about, if it's a Anomaly Sphere patch or it's a Valhalla preset or whatever. And that kind of makes it possible to go to some deeper depths. And it was very, very good questions. Like sometimes you'll have those talks and the questions were like, hey, how to success? and you'll be like, good luck, you know. And these were very kind of opening questions, and I really felt like the last 5 minutes where we had questions were opened up many of the themes in very, very good ways.